Part 2. Bill always had great names for all his pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4 duet. He wanted to make sure that you knew the count off of this. C to C, the other duet. We were in the key of C the whole time with the range from C to C. So here we go with part 2 of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In part 2, we have more leaps, more skips between notes. Not everything scale-wise, but melodic intervals, usually a third or a fourth. What they do really is outline a sound of a chord. So what I would do is look at the first 2 measures of the second part and notice that that's where we have a lot of melodic leaps and intervals. Here in the last measure, we have into the first note of the... So I would make sure I can practice. I know those are coming up. And that repeats twice. Other than that, everything, keep legato. Make sure you're doing the right rhythm of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That was actually the first 4 measures of the second page, second line. So now I'd like you to practice this part. And after that, you can play with recordings of me playing part 1, and you could either play part 1 with it, or play part 2 with my playing part 1. And then you can have my recording of playing part 2, and you could play part 2 with it, and then you can play also part 1 with my part 2.